Hey, how y'all doing today? We had a quick unboxing just then. So y'all got to see my chest treasure items. Um, I'm gonna recognize y'all in a minute. Hold on. Yeah, I am literally getting in the house. I'm so sorry. I said shit, I thought I had done did something because I was coming on a little early. But girl, I'm finna speak to y'all. Hold on, I ain't just a rude bitch. I got some sense about myself. Okay. Okay. Somebody had asked me in the comments, uh, that night I went out, what song that was Jay Morrison, and I played it for you. So there it is. I think it was you, bad boy. I think it was you, but I just loved on you a little bit and let you heard it again. But you can look it up on YouTube. It's Jay Morrison. Mm-hmm. Jay Morrison group. Knee deep, baby. Knee deep. Okay. So before I do anything else, let me go over here to my chat and speak to some of these people that done cared enough to come. Hey, Miss Stacy. Hey, Niecy. Hey, Manny. Hey, Fantastic. Hey, Jay. Let me see who else up in here. Hey, Coco. Hey, Miss T. Trisha. Hey, Trollomay. Honey, how are you? Hey, it's me, Felicia. I don't know if I spoke to you, but hey, Coco, 85, Tanya, and I spoke to you, Miss Stacy. See, I ain't cussing a whole lot today, so I ain't expect a lot. Hey, Junior. Hey, Audrey. How you doing, Sugar? How you doing? And it's now okay. I know people love their chat, but y'all saw what I did at the beginning of this video. Hey, Lorraine, and hey, Amber. If I didn't speak to you, hey, honey. Y'all saw what I did, right? So if you want the video to stay in its original format and I not trim this shit off, thus losing the chat, then you know what to do. Make it worthwhile. If you don't give a damn about the chat being gone and you just simply want to come down and through and see what I'm talking about today, we can leave it like that as well. It don't matter. I'm doing pretty good, Miss Stacy. I'm doing pretty good around here. Pretty good. I ain't gonna complain. Okay. Now I can see y'all. Okay. Hey y'all. So hi. I hope all of you have had a great start to your work week, your school week, whatever it is you got going on week. Okay. I hope you guys have had a good start to your week. I hope you being blessed and not stressing, all that shit. All that, girl, all that. I probably shouldn't have played that song at the beginning of this damn video because I do want it. I did want to. Well, whatever. It sometimes you gotta lose to win. But anyway, I was feeling that way, so I came down and through. I said, a little angel of mine had sent me a story, and it had perplexed me for a minute. I read that thing. I said, "Oh." Now, my original thought was to come down here yesterday and do a little conversation piece with you guys about what I had seen. But then I said, well, yesterday was kind of hectic and I don't like the overlap. Like right now, I know I'm overlapping, but it is what it is. It's now never. Okay. Yesterday, I let it slide. Today, I had to come through and open up this den. So you see the title of the video, right? Mhm. Well, I'm going to play a short clip. Manny, can you drop that fair use down there? I know that's weird for me to say that, but could you please put the fair use down there? And I'm only going to play the audio where I will take breaks in between, and then I'll give some commentary and play the rest of it. But I wanted to make sure you guys hear this and to weigh in my thoughts and opinions on it. Because how the hell some children got left up in an apartment, I don't know. I don't totally understand it. But we're going to get into it a little bit. So let me give up the stuff. And I'm going to let y'all hear it. Then I'm going to talk about it.
Good evening, and thank you for being with us. I am Xavier Walton, and we start with that disturbing discovery in West Harris County. These three children found abandoned along with the skeletal remains of a 9-year-old. Investigators say one of the children told deputies those remains are his 9-year-old brother who died a year ago. Zach Tawatara joining us from that area. And Zach, what have law enforcement learned about this?
Xavier, we're just outside the City Park 2 apartments near Addicts Floating and the West Park Tollway. That heartbreaking discovery made inside those gates when deputies were making a welfare check. This investigation, Sheriff Ed Gonzalez says, is still in the very preliminary stages. It's a situation that neighbors can't believe, and the sheriff says he's never seen in his career. It's hardly imaginable. Children believed to be 15, 10, and 7 years old abandoned. The skeletal remains of possibly another, says Sheriff Ed Gonzalez, discovered on the third floor of an apartment building in West Harris County.
Very horrific set of circumstances.
Becca, a mother who lives here, was devastated to learn about the heartbreaking discovery.
It's just crazy and absurd.
The situation hits her especially hard because she's a mom.
And I have a 21-year-old and an 11-year-old, and I can never imagine leaving them abandoned anywhere.
Sheriff Gonzalez says this living situation appears to have been ongoing for quite a long time.
I've seen a lot. I've responded to a lot of different scenes. So have these men, and we can never think of these type of circumstances coming together in this way.
The sheriff says it's possible that the skeletal remains belong to a sibling of the three children. Authorities are looking for any relative, as we don't know the identity of the parents yet. As for the children's condition, they're being evaluated and currently in the care of the department. The management company was on site but declined to comment. Xavier?
All right, Zach Talatari, thank you, sir. Well, precinct.
Now, I got a lot to say about that, but hold on. We ain't done yet because I went to research. And I'm going to pin this, well, shit, I think I already did. Hold on. Oh, I did already. Okay, I was just going to say I was going to pin it in the comment, but look like y'all already got it. So hold on, let me tap on it and get over here and tell y'all a little bit about what I had heard. Girl, come close down. Okay. 3 children were abandoned for months while their siblings' body remained next door. A call from a 15-year-old around 3:15 Sunday came into the Harris County Sheriff's Office. He said his 9-year-old brother had been dead for a year and his body was in the room next to their apartment. He told police that he and his younger siblings, ages 7 and 10, were living alone for months without their parents. Police went to the third floor of the West Harris County apartment and found 3 children and a skeletal remains of a third child. The children appeared malnourished, so they were taken to a nearby hospital to be treated. The children's mother and boyfriend were found, questioned, and released without charge. To ensure the safety of the children, the Department of Family and Protective Services is seeking emergency custody of the 3 boys. They called it horrific and tragic. The cause of death of the deceased child is yet to be determined, and the investigation remains active. Now, I got some questions. I got a couple of questions. Bitch! Look at my baby. Happy birthday, Lily RNY. You can drop your cash app in the chat if you would like to. And y'all, please take a moment to say happy birthday to baby. Who did you just tell me it was birthday? I don't. Oh, baby, Miss Creole throw me all the way back. Well, hold on, bitch. Who birthday? Hey, Lily girl, happy birthday, child. Happy birthday to you, and all of that, girl. All of that. It's so good to see you, Miss Creole. It just really is. You don't want me all around up and through here. If that's you, because baby, so many goddamn trolls run around here. Oh, Miss Creole, they acting a fool on these YouTube streets. But happy birthday, Lily. And I'm sorry I'm talking about such a please, baby. Email me. Email me. I'm sorry I'm talking about. I got so much shit going on in this one video. See, shit, bitch, this is what happened when you come to the thing. You get a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I told y'all my channel was a gumbo. Now we done praised the Lord. We seen this Creole down in this chat room while talking about this harlotry that bore these children at the same time popping pussy for Lily. Girl, we do it all in the den. Happy birthday, Lily. And it's good to see you, Miss Creole. Please reach out to me. Hello, Shaba. Now, let's get back to the story at hand, because, yeah, happy birthday, Lily. Lily, you can drop your cash app. So one of the squads, y'all get her cash app for me, if you will, and drop it in the chat. Now, what I wanted to say was, that's disturbing to me. That's disturbing to me because, for one, that's right next door. And then two, how do you leave your damn children? The mama was found, questioned, and released. So who was in charge of these children? And it's so bad that they're now seeking emergency shelter for the children. The Department of Children and Family Services are. Now I'm trying to figure out how we get here. See, this is the shit I be talking about. This is the shit that's most important. These children are going to be scarred. What in the hell would convince? Now, it make me wonder, and I'm probably finna get in some trouble for this shit, but child, this is what happen when you get me these type of stories. I go all the way the fuck in. Now, I'm trying to understand. Now, one of those kids was of age to be babysitting or caring for those other children. Meanwhile, there is the dead corpse of another sibling in the next apartment. I just don't understand that. You mean to tell me it wasn't a moment where these kids, because children gonna go outside. It wasn't a moment these children went outside and anybody paid attention to them. See, we be on this fuck shit all the time, but sometimes I want to talk about shit that matters. You bitches can worry about making sure your lashes done, your makeup right, your hair is on point. You make sure that nigga got that PS4 or 5 or whichever one we on now. He got their shit locked and loaded. We can pay attention to everything but our future. And you crazy if you think that these kids are not your future. What happened to loving your child unconditionally? A mama was supposed to go hungry before that child ever know anything about what hunger looks like. And then to hear that the mother was actually found, questioned, and released, who is going to take up or be the voice for the children here? I got a lot of questions too. Let me see if I can find anything else about that mama. Because I'm trying to figure out, you already know that got to be, bitch, got to be, because if it had been one of them ones that got the complexion for the protection, then we would be this would be mainstream media. CNN sitting right on over there on my TV would be on right now talking about some goddamn children being found. But because they don't have the complexion for the protection, and if I'm wrong, I will come back and rectify that. I have no problem. But just based on how they handling it, I really got the wrong damn story. Hold on. I need to find out about, okay. 3 abandoned siblings and the skeletal remains of a fourth. Oh my God. Okay. Authorities reportedly questioned and released the mother of the 3 children who had been abandoned and living with their 9-year-old brother's dead body. No charges have been filed, raising new questions about the circumstances of the 9-year-old boy's death and the abandonment of the 3 siblings. As reported earlier, did that thing just skip? Oh, as reported earlier, a 15-year-old boy contacted the police on Sunday to say that his brother was dead and been for quite some time, possibly a year. The teenager had been living alone with his 10 and 7-year-old siblings while dead body, the boy's decomposed body was right in the next apartment. They were there while the body was deteriorating. The siblings were fending for each other. The 15-year-old was taking care of the others. A neighbor at the apartment complex had noticed the smell coming from the apartment where the children were found beginning about a year ago. She told the news station that she believed the apartment was abandoned, that she notified the building management multiple times about the door. It's unclear if management ever responded. Mm. They still not identifying the mother. Her and her boyfriend were located, interviewed, and released. CPS is assisting with the children. Our investigation remains ongoing. No charges have been filed. You mean to tell me that you can just walk out your house one day and decide, like it's your job or something, the one that you give your social security taxes and pay into, your other federal and other state taxes you may have to pay. You mean to tell me children are now being looked at as if they're just nothing? You can just decide today that I don't want a deal no more, and you just walk out your door and just stay gone from your children. And what happened to the little boy that corpse was found? Now let's dig into this thing a little bit. We're gonna start with the mother. I don't know how old this mother was, but she old enough to know better. If you ever feel like you cannot take care of your children, before you get rid of them or abandon them, you take them to what is called a safe house or a safe haven. That would be your fire department, bitch, your church, your police department, or down there to the social services themselves. You do not throw your kids away like that. And what kind of world are we living in where it is okay? Now, I'm sure there's probably going to be charges to come, but how do you just quit being a mom like you quit your job? See, that job, they'll rehire somebody else, but being a mother, you don't do that shit right. Even if you do that shit right, take them to a safe haven. You still running the risk of, thank you, thank you. I don't know. I might leave it up anyway. I don't know. It just depends. If I get paid for it, I'm gonna leave it up as it is. If not, I'll chop it because I played music at the beginning. I'm sorry. Okay. But back to the story at hand. That just bothers my spirit. Like, what happened to loving these children? What happened to raising your children? And what kind of apartment complex was it that a lady is actually, hey, Lady Steph, a lady is actually reporting to the apartment complex about a distinctive smell. And if any of you have ever been around a dead body, you know you are around that's one of a kind scent. Especially if the body is decomposing. I had a very short stint with the coroner's department. I thought that's why I figured like shit they did. It can't bother me. But baby, I didn't realize bodies do certain things after the fact. And mm-mm. So I left it. But bodies have a scent. You mean to tell me and then when the police get there and the news people are there, the apartment complex don't want to have no conversation. It's no comment on that. So we're gonna say roughly for about a year, these kids was in this apartment with a 15-year-old trying to take care of a 7 and a 10-year-old while another child is in the next apartment decomposing. Nobody bothered to dig deeper. I understand calling the apartment complex, but the way and the offensiveness of a dead body decomposing, the offensiveness of that smell alone should have made you pick up the phone and call the police. They would have found out long before what happened Sunday. It's disturbing to me. It's like these kids have nobody to protect them anymore. We just round here just not taking care of children. I don't come from that era. I don't subscribe to it. I feel like just like you are conscious about how you present yourself, you're conscious about how what you eat. You're some people. You're conscious of everything, but conscious of making sure these children are raised in a safe environment. And I'm still not understanding. If you found the mother, how the hell was she able to not be brought? How was she able? How was she able to walk out of there without being charged? What's going on in the world today? Didn't know to say he was in that bed dead for. That's what he said for about a year. Then let's turn the spotlight on the psychological damage this has done to 3 children. 3 children who is going to grow up, and if they don't get the right type of counseling that they're going to need extensively, these is 3 children that's going to grow up and be in the society. I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed. I don't understand. I'm confused. It's just wrong. Since when did we start not caring about the kids? It don't say nothing about the children was in no foster care. It's me, Felicia. I just read 2 articles. Let me see, girl, because maybe you know something I don't. But I didn't hear nothing about. I heard that the children were abandoned. Foster care. Let me see. I don't see nothing where it says in any of these articles, Felicia, about them being in foster care. They're looking to put them in foster care now. But I didn't read that. I'm just trying to make sure, girl, because I don't want nothing to roll up on me. The plight of the children came to the light Sunday. See, I don't see nothing about I went and looked, baby. I don't see nothing about no foster care. It's just like these kids was left in that apartment to fend for themselves, and they did the best that they could. Now they still trying to figure out the cause of death for the child that was found. Skeletal remains were found in the next apartment. I just don't. Okay, I got this. She was asking. I was just checking. Foster care would only be plausible, it would be the only plausible reason why the mother was able to be released. Because what the fuck? But see, if that is the case, the Sims overdose, then they're not reporting that right now. Right now, all we know is 3 children, well, actually 4 children, 3 alive, were found in an apartment, left to their own devices for now what appears to be about a year. They were malnutrition, malnourished. The mother and her boyfriend were located, questioned, and released. It don't make a lot of sense to me. It don't. It's like in the book of my mind, as being a mother, that is one of the most rewarding jobs I've ever had. And it's one that there ain't no, you don't get no 401k, you don't get no vacation, and there is no expiration date. You left 3, possibly 4, because the little boy could have, we don't know how long he been dead. You left these kids to fend for themselves, meaning that a 15-year-old is going to have to figure out during the daylight hours, because wasn't no electricity. They were supposed to figure out how to feed themselves, how to clothe themselves. They were essentially emancipated without knowing. That just tugs at my heartstring. I don't understand that. I don't understand. I need answers for real. That shit, I shouldn't even fuck with this because this really bothering me. I don't understand that. Man, I feel like one of the best jobs I'm on is the job of being a parent. And yes, my children are grown, but my children are still my children. Who can walk out when you look down in that little person's face and you know that that little person is dependent upon you for everything? What kind of individual could do such a heartless thing to children? And if this child had passed before whoever was over them left, then why wasn't the proper authorities called to remove the child's body? And what happened to him for them to have to remove his body? What happened? I got so many questions and I get so fucking mad because there's so many contraceptives on the damn market today that you don't have to even be in that position. I just don't understand it. I respect that you gotta chill because this is triggering. That's why I tried to make it a little groove before we got into it, because I knew what I was about to drop in your lap. And I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. If you felt like you could not take care of these kids, like I said, drop them off at a safe haven. But if you really know that you don't want kids, anybody can get birth control nowadays. There are so many places that will help you get contraceptives so you don't have to get pregnant and brought something into the world that you're not prepared to be. And every woman just ain't cut out to be a parent. That's why this Friday's panel is going to be so powerful, because I'm going to get those women who did it the right way, who said, you know what? For whatever reason, I chose not to be a parent, and I'm good with that. I'm gonna give them a platform to speak. I got 100 questions or more on this one particular situation there, because I don't understand it. And everything I've been all last night, I was getting article after article after article. Child, I was even down to people Facebook pages. You know, I go to Facebook, bitch. I'm over there. Look, you know, when I don't really do Facebook. I have one. But bitch, when you see that green light on, I'm over there on that Facebook. Believe I'm researching something. Because I don't do social media like that. I'll come through the Instagram, I'll come through the Twitter, but I'm not a social media. This is the bulk of my social media presence right here. Yes, I have followings in other places, but this is it. I'm not gonna lie, condoms got expensive. I just bought a big 35 box of Magnum. They cost $30. Okay, but man, you can get condoms for free. I know damn well if you could get condoms for free. When I was around younger and shit, you go there to the in my state, you go to the state to the health unit, and they had a whole bag of them with some they had a whole bowl, big ass like Halloween candy bowl full of condoms, and they had them little bitty small paper bag brown ones, and you could just reach around up in there. And then bitch, they had upgraded. They started getting kiss of mint. Yes, and you all know what a kiss of mint is for, right? Okay, so we ain't got to go there. You can get contraceptive for free, and it shouldn't be put on just the man to get the contraceptive, because here's the thing: whether he uses it or not, bitch, it's your body that's gonna go through it. So why don't you make your next move your best move? It just bothers me. I have so many questions. How? What made you walk on? Whoever was in charge of them, because the way that they dealing with their mama, at this point, it makes me feel like those kids were in somebody else's care. But whatever the case may be, at what point? First of all, what happened to the child that's deceased? I'm sure me and y'all want to know, and the people want to know. What happened to the deceased child? Then what happened that they just got abandoned like that? Hey Tiffy, why? Why did they get abandoned? What did these children do to be treated this way? Who was in charge of the kids? At what point are we going to start actually becoming a village when it concerns our children? See, I remember growing up, it wasn't easy for stuff to befall me, because I grew up in an era where if your mom and daddy were at home, Miss such and such and Mr. So and so next door saw you do any damn thing, they gonna get on your ass. And then when your mom and daddy roll up, they gonna tell them. And then there go 2 more ass whoopings. So I don't understand. I don't understand. And I don't know how many stories do we have to hear like this before we get up off our ass and on our feet and start working toward protecting the children. Y'all want to protect everything. Y'all want to cancel everything. While we around here counseling grown motherfuckers, can we counsel bad parents? While you being nosy in people's business that ain't asked you for your motherfucking opinions, can we be nosy and find out why we ain't seeing such and such children outside in about a week? Or them either? See, in my neighborhood, they call me Karen. And I don't got no problem with that shit, bitch. I don't have no problem with it. Because I tell you one thing, as long as Karen is on the job, ain't no child gonna get abducted without somebody seeing something. Ain't no child gonna be around here slanging nothing they ain't supposed to be slanging. Ain't nobody gonna be going in and out of doors, strange people coming into the neighborhood. As long as Karen is on the job, she's gonna protect the children. I don't give a fuck by no grown person, because grown people can fend for themselves, but children, they deserve protecting. And they do call me Karen because I'm in every motherfucking body business. Difference is I don't have no respect to color. Bitch, I go over there to the Mexicans' house, to the white people's house, to the Italian people's house. Oh yes. Because you living around me, I need to know who you are. I don't need to know who your mama and them was and none of that shit, but I need to know who when I lay my head down at night in my house, who ride me. And if you got children, I take your children on. Because I don't want to see nothing befall them children. These cemeteries and morgues are filling up with these kids, not us older people. That's why a lot of these peoples is scarred around here, because they didn't have nobody to look out for them. You can look at a bitch and tell if her mom and daddy put something into her. I ain't talking about whether or not your mom and daddy was able to buy you a motherfucking nice ass car and keep you in up to date clothes. No, 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 no. I'm talking about you can tell by how they carry themselves today, what their parenting skills was like in their households. You can tell when mama was about their life and so was daddy. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you. People who had some type of wisdom, some type of moral conduct, people who taught you that in this world that we live in today, you cannot just do whatever you want to do just because you're grown. Parents that taught us that there are rules to this life and everything should be taught in decency and in order. I have a problem with people who don't look after these kids. I just don't understand that. It, you can be, I mean, I see bitches on here doing the absolute most, not just on YouTube. I'm talking about on social media as a whole. These bitches get up on that motherfucking YouTube. They get up on that goddamn Insta chatter. And what you call that snappy chat, whatever the fuck. Y'all know I don't know nothing about that shit. I'm a woman of a particular age. I wear my shit well. I be seeing women's down to the TikTok doing different challenges, and the behind them is a utter disgusting shame. Bitches be on here doing shit, and girl, behind them you see a baby pamper on the floor. One child may walk by, ain't got the goddamn pamper on no more because it's so full of piss they took it off. Motherfuckers might catch a bitch with a roach rolling up her damn wall. My thing is this: get off of this shit here and focus on your young kings and your young queens, princesses in your house. And I know this type of teaching don't get a lot of people, but I told y'all, we working on quantity over we working on quality over quantity around here in the den. That's what we doing. I done already proved I can hit the button and get 3, 4, 500 in here and cuss a bitch smooth the fuck out. I don't have nothing else to prove. Now I want to see, do I have the right people on my team? Are you interested when I shake the table and I ask you questions? When I make you think outside the goddamn box? When I start making you wonder about what exactly is happening in the world outside your goddamn window? That's what we doing over here in the demon. Now I slay a bitch when I need to. Today I don't need to slay no other than the mother of these kids. I just don't understand. Like, do you know what kind of damage psychologically has been done to each one of those children? Because they was just found Sunday. They've been in that apartment for at least a year with a dead body right there. At the mercy of a 15-year-old to figure out how to feed himself, his 7-year-old, and his 10-year-old sibling. Is that fair in America today? I would say no. You don't know what kind of trauma them children went through. It's so many things playing in my head right now. I just don't understand. At what point do we start putting the children first? It's nice to have all this other shit to do and talk about, but why is priority number one, especially in a parent's life, is not protecting and rearing your children? Y'all see me barely, and I got grandkids. Imagine if my children, see, when I decided to do this, my children were grown. But if my kids were small, y'all would see me even less. Because that's a job that I did not play about, and I still don't today. One of them is to call right now, bitch. I hit this end broadcast and be where they at in a heartbeat. I holler back at y'all. My heart just go out to these kids because I know that these children are going to, these kids gonna be scarred. Man, for real, they're going to be scarred. And I want something to happen. I want somebody head for this situation, because if you let this slide, that means that the next one gonna slide, the next one. How many kids gotta get treated bad or grow up in less than conditions from ain't shit ass parents? She had the nerve to have a boyfriend. And she got 4 children, 3 living across town in a motherfucker apartment by themselves. Now I'm gonna ask y'all this right here, the parents in the room. Now I'm gonna see if we can connect on that level right quick. You ever had your child go to school or go play somewhere and something happened? Not necessarily something bad. Might fall, might scrape themselves up. At the best, bitch, you might have to go to the emergency room, get some stitches. That type of situation. Y'all ain't never felt like something was wrong. I was so bonded and connected to my children. I could tell something was wrong. I could feel it to this day. And I got 2 here and 2 abroad. To this day, I could be laying up in here having myself a smoke fest and be listening to my blues and everything else. And it's like something will happen. And I'll be like, wait a minute, hold on, let me get the phone. Couple of times I was calling mine when they was calling me. I felt it. I don't understand. Yeah, you can feel it. You know it. You know it in the bottom of your spirit. Bitch, when them children ain't right, I'm telling you, I can feel it. And it's gonna nag at me and nag at me and nag at me and nag at me until I pick up a phone and go find out or get in that car and go see. I have to do one of the two because I'm not gonna be okay until I know that those eggs are all right. I'm like that today. And my children are my daughter's 31. My twins are 29. And my oldest son is about to turn 25. I'm like that today. So if I'm a vicious motherfucking down a bitch over my grown kids, y'all can only imagine how I was when my children were smaller. I didn't play them type of games. I ain't never have to worry about telling my children nothing about Uncle Charlie is the milkman. I fuck that milkman. Wasn't no milkman. When me and their father separated, I shut down to make sure that I didn't bring in the element that could do something to my children. I had used it enough at that time. And see, look at how God worked. I shut down for that time to be a mother that I needed to be and to only bring around people of substance around my children. Soon as my goddamn kids got of age and was up out this house, he gave me another piece. But you ain't got the rush. That shit gonna work forever, okay? Unless you got some medical conditions, then you might have some problems, but girl, I don't know. I wasn't never worried about uncle this or uncle that doing something to him. And it damn sure wasn't going to be a situation like what I had to endure. My mama boyfriend. I don't play about my children. And I'm damn near as ignorant about my grandkids. Those kids deserve to have been treated better and taken care of. Them children should have never had to sit in an apartment with a corpse decomposing, which is their sibling, and not eat. Them people said that they found them kids, they were malnourished. Now, malnourishment don't get it twisted, bitch. It take a minute for you to look like the little child that be on the commercial over there in the middle of the nighttime. They be asking you just for 25 cents a day. It take a minute for them to get to that point, okay? I just don't play like that, you know. And that story bothered me. It bothered me in my core. And I thank you to my guardian angel for sending it to me. Because I do want to have conversations like this more. I do. I want to know how you guys be feeling. I want to know, do this stuff impact you the way it impacts me? Yes, I like the fool I lie, but sometimes I just want to take a little break from the bullshit to address what's really happening in the world outside your window. It's a fool who think the world ain't no bigger than this beat bullshit all day. You ain't got to do all of that because what's for you is for you. I don't feel threatened by no content creator on here from the biggest to the smallest. Because at the end of the day, whatever God got in stone, written for Nyca, Nyca gonna get. And ain't nobody gonna be able to stop her from getting it. She gonna get that. And my spirit tells me that sometimes I need to be the voice for the voiceless. Sometimes I need to bring something into this sector that's got some substance to it. I know everybody ain't gonna drop down in my motherfucking check because bitch, please. But that replay value is motherfucking. And them uploads got a longer shelf life. I'm still getting paid for videos I did 5 years ago. You think I'm lying? I got a video where I talked about blended families. I talked about them disrespectful ass step kids when you get with their daddy or their mama. I'm still getting paid in comments from that video, and I think it's about 5, 6 years old now. So fuck what you heard. Okay. I like to talk about shit that matter. I come down here and laugh and talk. And sometimes I may be in one of my moods where I'm not gonna take that out on my man. I'm not gonna take it out on my children. Bitch, I'm coming down here and cuss a bitch out. I'm gonna do that. That's who I am. But I feel like I've been blessed to have so much. Even though to me I ain't got shit. I look at how some people live and I'm like, you know what? I feel shame for being, complaining because I'm blessed. I may not always have everything, but bitch, I got what I need. Some people don't even have that. Some people ain't even together up here enough to know how to take care of themselves. So guess what? They roam the earth. And in between that time they roaming the earth, they bore kids and they don't take care of them right. So there's another generation that is coming up that don't have no structure. I'm not the only motherfucking one that broke a generational curse in their family. I could be just as trifling, but I think that shit. My mother started the change that she wanted to see in other, and when she left this earth, I guess she passed the baton to me, and bitch, I've been running with it. And when it's my time, it's up on this earth, I'm going to pass this to my daughter so that we never have to look back and be ashamed of anything that a family member did. Now, we all gonna live our lives, we're gonna bump our heads, we're gonna do what we do. But I don't believe in children not having safety. I don't believe in children not having structure. I don't believe in children not having discipline. I don't believe that children shouldn't be told, you're the first person to help them build up self-esteem. They don't know nothing about that shit till you start telling them shit. 3 kids are going to be in this world damaged. And I'm going to tell you, I feel like they're going to be damaged because they probably don't have the complexion for the protection. And if they do have the complexion for the protection, child, they might be what they call trailer park trash. People be getting that shit twisted. Baby, they don't like... Girl, I might need to leave that shit alone. Hey, Miss Gigi, what's going on, honey? I feel like saying so much shit. Oh, I want to say so much shit. But I can't. Because it's still my motherfucking job, bitch. I can't say what I want to say. Thank you, Niecy. I truly believe that children are the future. I do. That's about all I have to say about that. My prayers go out to those children, that God wraps his arms around them babies and give them the healing that they gonna need. And whatever going on with them parents, anyway. At this time, can y'all please drop the purple hearts? Hey, house music. These type of conversations be weighing me out because I feel it. I be feeling it. It's like some people say it's empathic. I don't know. All I know is I feel when I first read this story, I felt sad. Then I got angry. And then I made the decision that I was gonna come down here and talk about it. I didn't give a damn if 3 people showed up, bitch, who was talking. And I may just leave this video like it is. so that y'all can start off with a little slow groove, and then y'all can get into the meats and potatoes of it. Matter of fact, I think I am. I'm gonna leave this video alone because whatever this video was supposed to make, whatever this video could make for me, God is already in control. It's coming to me. So I'm gonna leave this video untouched from beginning to the end. Please pay attention to these kids. If something look fucked up, you're not wrong if you try to find out. Or if you don't want to get involved, because we live in the world of, oh, I can't get in them people business, bitch. Call the people. Especially when it's children involved. Call them damn people. Now, don't call them on them because the bitch rolled her eyes at you the other day or you thought she was looking at your man. No, bitch. If you see something that's worthy, something that's bad, you see something, you don't have to be a mandated reporter to tell what you see. If it don't look right, say you call and they go over there, they ain't gonna take nothing unless something ain't right. But please start thinking about these children more. Please start thinking about these children more. Please stop letting these children, please. Because these children are our future. These children are the ones that's going to lead the country as your ass get old. Instill something in them and protect them at all costs. Thank you all so much for watching. In closing, as always, you do not have to be great to get started, but you must get started in order to be great. And it is the depth of your struggle that will determine the ultimate height of your success. You guys have a great remainder to your, what day is this, girl? Wednesday, Tuesday. Have a good Tuesday, honey. We'll be back in the den on Friday where we'll be discussing women who chose not to bear children. We're going to open the door and let them talk and tell you why they chose that way if they want to share that. And that night, Maz, we will be strictly enforcing den rules. That night, people can get put out. And I ain't going to give a damn. That's it. All right, y'all, I'm gone. Have a good day.